Hey guys, once again it's Josh at Fred Martin Nissan. Today we're going to be looking at the 2016 Nissan Altima 2.5 SR. Now walking up to this, the first thing you're going to notice is the aggressive facelift on this car. You have the V-Motion grille now. It's kind of hard to see, but you actually have these lines in the hood that give it that sporty appearance. In this grille as well, you have what they call the active grille shutter. What that does is it opens and closes as you drive to cool your car. The higher the speed, the more open it is. Underneath the grille there, you're going to see the front fascia. They put this black in there, gives it just that right enough pop, the sportiness to it. You have the redesigned boomerang headlights with the daytime running strips in them. They look very sharp. They're HID low beam headlights. Your fog lights on the SR are halogen bulbs. It's a very, very sharp front end, very aggressive looking. Keep coming around to the side here, you're gonna see this 18-inch alloy wheel. This wheel is only available on the SR model. You can see it has the black interior of the wheel finish. These are all-season radial tires, and this being the sport model of the car, it actually has a sport-tuned suspension with thickened dampers and cambers on it. But keep coming around to the side here, you're still going to have your keyless entry on the door handles, another wheel, and then you're going to get back to this redesigned tail light as well. It's kind of like I said, it's the Boomerang 2.0 headlight. It's very sharp, it's very stylish, very aggressive. This wing on it is only available on the SR model. You will be able to get the spoiler on other models of the vehicle, but it won't be built into the trunk this way. Take a step back again, you can see the dual chrome tipped exhaust with the rear diffuser, or rear fascia, whatever you'd like to call it. But it gives it that pop, that contrast. It's a very sporty look to the car. You got your backup camera here as well. Pop the trunk. Ton of trunk space in this car. You have a huge amount of trunk space. Your seats go flat by pulling these tabs here. You got a full-size spare underneath. Keep coming around some more. You're gonna notice the splash guards under the back wheels here. That's pretty much the outside of the car. It's just a minor redesign of the vehicle, but it's a very, very good redesign. It gave it the aggressiveness the vehicle needed. And on the sport model of the car, it looks sharp. It's a great car. It rides great. It's sporty, plain. And now we'll take a look on the inside of the car here. Now the first thing you're going to notice when you sit in this car is the new unique sport interior they have. You can see it's a kind of a different cloth. It's kind of a shinier look. It looks really nice. It's super comfortable. You're going to have this blue stitching all throughout the car. In the seats, the steering wheel, the center console. It's kind of the SR brand tag, I guess you could say. No matter what color you get, it's always going to have this blue stitching in it. The seats are still the zero gravity seats. If you've sat in a zero gravity seat before, you know how comfortable they are. Then I'm actually going to start it up here. We have a push button start. Then after we start it up, I'm going to adjust my steering wheel, which is tilt and telescopic, in case you were wondering. Then you're going to notice you have all the white gauges, which are very, very sharp. They look good at night. They're the white LEDs, so they're very bright. They're easy to read. Then you're going to notice you have the driver assist display in between those gauges there. You can actually flip through all of the different panels on here, and it'll tell you everything from your tire pressure for each tire, what it should be set at, so when your little light pops on, you know which tire it is. You don't have to go check and look and make sure you're filling up the right one. Keep going through it. It keeps track of all your driving stats, whether it's mile per gallon, your average mile per hour, how long the car's been turned on for, and so on. What you're listening to on the radio, and then even your warning screen. The warning screen will kick on if there's a door open, if you need an oil change, if you need gas. If you see the little triangle with the exclamation point pop up, all you have to do is flip to the screen. It'll tell you exactly what it is so you can correct it. Then on this SR model, it's the only model that you're going to be able to have paddle shifters on. The paddle shifters are quite cool actually. They work well with the CVT transmission that these have, and it gives it a more sporty drive if you want to shift through your gears and so on and so forth. On your steering wheel still, you have all of these buttons. You have audio buttons. You can go through your radio stations. You can change your volume. On the right side, you have talk commands, Bluetooth, cruise control. And another cool feature that they actually just introduced this year, they call it Siri Eyes. Pretty much if you have an iPhone and you're connected into the USB port, you can actually hit your talk command button and it'll pull up Siri on your phone. And all of your Siri options, like if you want to Google something or text somebody, you can just tell Siri to do it directly. It adds a lot of capability to the car, being synced up with that. It's quite cool actually. Automatic headlights are standard on this. Like I said, the low beams are the HIDs. Fog light switch as well. On the left side, you're going to have traction control, hood pop, all of that good stuff. Then getting into the middle console here, they kind of upgraded the plastics, if you will, on the interior. Instead of like the carbon fiber shiny finish, it's kind of this matte black, sharp looking sportiness to it. The matte black is only on the SR model. The other models will have kind of a design on them. You're going to have your USB ports, your auxiliary port, all underneath, all easy to get to with a little nook for your phone if you have it plugged in. Backup camera, standard, pops right on the screen when you throw it in reverse. You can see all your distance lines there, so when you're backing up, you know. Then you're going to have things such as Sirius XM radio, Nissan Connect apps where you can actually pull up your Facebook feed on your screen. You do have to be parked to pull it up for obvious reasons, but it's just cool that you can do all of that stuff in your car anymore. Getting into interior space, I'm a pretty big guy, and this car is very comfortable. You can see I'm sitting far back. I can actually scoot up, and I need to scoot up if I was going to drive this car. It's very spacious. It's very safe. You have double steel beams all around the interior den. Front and rear hoods are crumble zones as well to absorb the shock if something were to happen. But this vehicle, it's a great value. It has a lot of equipment. It's very sporty, especially with the sport package. I mean, the upgraded suspension, the paddle shifters, it makes you want to drive your car, and that's really, in the scheme of things, that's the point of having a car, is to want to drive it every day, because you have to drive it every day. But that is the interior of the new Altima. That was our new 2016 Nissan Altima 2.5 SR. Be sure to come down, check one out. We're off Arlington Road in Akron, Ohio. Just remember, we're the Fred Martin Car Guys. We know cars.